What's up, Tortoises? Before we get started today, make sure to check out pinktorts.com to order your buddy bungalow today, as well as check out our new page taking you directly to Capitol Farms for some of the best food you can give your little torts. All right, guys, let's go. Thank you all for tuning into the channel and subscribing. Your support is very much welcomed. And we are back in 2025 and a lot has already happened and even more is about to go down.
So since we're always changing things around here, we decided that the one side of the garden bed that the tortoises never use, we are going to convert into a mini night shed for them.
We're gonna chop down this overgrown fountain grass for our project today. I got this question from an amazing viewer, Idalia. Shout out to Idalia, and she's looking for a way to keep her baby sulcata tortoises outside as they're too small now to fit in the buddy bungalow. But remember, make sure your drill is charged before you start doing any DIY project. So I wanted to show you guys a fun option you can easily set up for your babies to live outdoors. This works for us in sunny Southern California, so you may not be able to do this everywhere. However, it might be a great option for you in the spring or summer. All right, I'm gonna limit this project to about $100 because I already know this is a temporary solution for us. We're gonna use this corrugated PVC roof panel to keep our non-existent rain here in California out. This is gonna provide the perfect solution to create a greenhouse effect for us on half of the enclosure. In a previous video, I converted this side of the tortoise pen into a secure spot for our juvies, so I already had these top opening doors. I'm just now going to adjust them. As a disclaimer for everyone, UVB rays cannot penetrate through plastic or windows. I'm going to be honest with you guys, carpentry and building, it's all just not my strong point. I could do it, but all my corners and the nooks and the crannies just don't look as crisp as I would like them to be. That's why I designed the buddy bungalow in the first place, because anything that I could design would be way better than anything I could actually create with my hands. It's early in the morning and we've got some little guys waking up. So I'm going to put them straight away into the pen so they're not clutzing around here with all the paint and the tools that we have on the floor. Our bigger leopards are really good at using the bungalow without prompt or hesitation. Every night they know where the heat is and they go in and put themselves to sleep. We're in the process of moving, so I have been collecting my dream collection here, picking and choosing what California has available before I move to a state where it may be a little bit harder to get access to larger tortoises or a specific species. I'm also looking forward to adding some new guys to the collection, but of course that all depends on where we land in the first place. But once we get settled, these little guys are gonna have such a great life, and I'm looking forward to making better content for you. Alright, it's the next day here. The tortoises spent the night together last night and you can see them all snuggled together here. I installed this radiant heat panel here that kept our little tortoises warm throughout the night. Now I'm going to mount this foam insulation panel to the roof, which will not only help insulate but also reflect heat back down. So I'm cutting this plywood in half right now. This is going to partition the heated side of the hide versus the greenhouse side. And I told you guys, I'm not very handy. Look at this face. This face screams, this is the first table saw I have ever used in my entire life. I'm not even sure if it's a table saw. Side note, when I tell you no matter how big a tortoise is, it can hide from you, this is what I mean. So I've got the partition in for the greenhouse side, and what I'm doing now is just measuring my biggest tortoise to make sure that she can get in here easily. Alright, these little guys have happily nested here overnight. You can see they're all huddled together under this heat panel. Don't sleep on these radiant heat panels. You can adjust the height up or down to get your tortoise as warm or as cool as you would like. And remember, your heat gun is your friend. Use it. Here's that second door we measured earlier for the greenhouse side of the hive. I've got these refrigerator strips on the opposite side to keep the heat in, and I can latch the door open to allow the tortoises into the larger pen. As a disclaimer, I built this back in November, so I've actually been using it since then, and it's been working out great for me. I had these leftover refrigerator strips, so I'm going to use them to cover up the large gaps between the 2x8s. I really like this setup. You've got your heated side on one side, and that's regulated by a thermostat. Then your greenhouse, where the tortoises can wake up and head out into the sunlight at their own pace. Again, please remember that UVB does not filter through the corrugated roofing sheets. This is just designed to keep the tortoises dry and help trap in heat on the cooler days, since wet and cold can and often does lead to a respiratory infection. Last but not least, we top the remaining side of the pen off with orchard grass seeds. It takes about 2 weeks for the seeds to start sprouting, but from that point on, it's really cool to just watch it grow in week after week. This will be the last video here in our backyard, as we're getting ready to make a major move across country, and like I said, I am looking forward to expanding and giving these guys all the space they deserve while creating better content for you guys. Until then, Tortoisers, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace out.